All right, so welcome back, everyone. A very special good morning to all of you again. Of course, it's Friday, and it's the beginning of the weekend, right? So, just take it easy, everything in moderation. But here's what. We do have a very special project for you this morning to speak about. And it's a project of the Lions of Zone 3A. And we're speaking about a project called FEED5000. And we do have the chair of Lions of Zone 3A in the house this morning in the form of Lisa Wickham. And we also have Roxanne Ogaro. You know Lisa Wickham?
Good morning, Marlon.
Lisa, they have you out early this morning, girl.
No, come on. All
right.
Right, Roxanne?
Yes. All right. So, Lisa.
Yes, Marlon.
Let's deal with this project because it seems to be a very interesting project of Lions of Zone 3A. That's your district, huh?
Well, the district is District 60A,
okay.
Which is Suriname, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago. And we have three regions. Suriname,
yes.
Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago. We're Region 3. And our region, in Trinidad and Tobago, we have 24 clubs, Lions clubs, and about 3 Leos clubs. And our Zone 3A, we have 8 clubs spanning from the Samo Barataria in the east, all the way to Santa Cruz in the north, all of Port of Spain and environs, Diego Martin, and all the way down to Chagaramas, and that's 8 clubs in all, and 2 Leo clubs.
All right, let's get deeper into this conversation, and specifically FEED5000.
Yes.
What is it?
Well, we're very proud of that initiative. All our clubs have come together to do exactly that, feed 5,000 homeless and hungry people or socially disadvantaged people in our community. Now, we recognize, because we've worked, Roxanne, you're a nurse, right?
Yes, I am.
So, Roxanne is a nurse, and we have persons in Lions, it's all voluntary, by the way, who work in communities and so on. And in our research, we know that we don't necessarily have 5,000 homeless people in Port of Spain, but we have more than 5,000 hungry people when we look at families and communities and children from the schools. So we're working with the schools, we got our lists through the various ministry departments and so on. So we're doing the homeless, where we cook hot meals from the Love All, Serve All kitchen on Abercrombie Street. They do this every single day.
Yes.
And they get volunteers to come in like us to support. And then in addition to that, we're doing hampers, which would take care of the difference by giving out these hampers to communities, to persons who have been deemed necessary.
You know, Roxanne, as I listen to Lisa speak here, I am a bit surprised when it comes to how many poor people we do have in Trinidad and Tobago, and a lot of work that still has to be done to help them. And that's why I think that a project such as this is so important.
Indeed, Marlon. When we think about Lionism, we think about service. And our organization has been around for years, over 100 years. And it's unfortunate, but it's reality. And we have socially displaced individuals within our society that, thank goodness, our zone chair came up with this excellent idea, brilliant idea, that we could actually assist these persons. So with this project, we've started, and as we near, it's a bit bittersweet, but it has been really productive so far, and we are doing it. We are doing it.
As a matter of fact, Roxanne would have gone out on the very first day. So we started in April, because again, this is not a one-off. We've been doing it since
April 20th?
April 20th, and we go till our fiscal year ends in June, so we take it to the end of my fiscal term. And if the other zone chair decides to take it up, or anyone decides to take it up, we can continue. You know, because service is something that you do whether you want to do it or not, it's necessary, right? And Roxanne was there when we went out on the streets and were giving out the food, on the streets. And it's not something, I wouldn't say that, beat our chest, we're the ones doing it. Many people
indeed
are quietly doing this, feeding people on the streets.
Yes,
but how many people you think that you would have helped since April 20th?
2,000, just over 2,000 people, because we have the numbers. Sometimes, Marlon, we were thinking that one hamper would help 4 people per home. There was one family with 16 people. So we had to double up in terms of what we put in the hampers also. So even that for us was an eye-opener. In terms of how many people really are in need in terms of these services.
But Roxanne, how do you all go out helping people? Is it that people have to make contact with you all? Is it that you make contact with them? Is it that you go through other organizations to see
all right.
who
so
are the needy people out there?
When our zone met, zone chair, we have an online registration. So it's on social media. You can register, and you can come in on a Saturday morning at Love All, Serve All, and we do the hampers. Well, we do the cooking. So you can contribute your tin food, your tin items, rice, flour, peas, whatever the contents of the hampers, and of course the meals you can contribute. And we've been doing it so far, so good.
In terms of needs assessment, in terms of identifying whom, in preparation, we met for, I think we started meeting in December
yes.
to prepare. And as I said, those who work in the various ministries, social development and so on, they would have got lists for us. What we realize is that there are a number of lists, and some people are on all the lists, so we had to prune the list to see. And then each club, now, as I said, there are 8 clubs, and I want to call the clubs because they work really hard. They go Martin West, Success Laventille, which is your home club, Seafront Lions, Port of Spain North Lions, Port of Spain East, Port of Spain Central, Santa Cruz, and Samo Barataria, right? So all the clubs would know. They give out hampers all the time, so they know. They work with the schools, they work with the health centers, they work with the various community groups. The churches as well.
Yes.
Primary, secondary schools. You all are very active in Success Laventille Secondary School. So that's where the Lions, people, I know of Lions years ago. I joined in the 90s, right? But now, people are thinking, Lions still around? But we are, right? Yes, Marlon, tell me, that went
the Lions are roaring.
That went ahead, right? Well, we are here. We're
right.
Where there's a need, there's a lion. And I want to say that many years ago, people thought of Lions as vision, right? You're collecting glasses, they're responsible for the cane and the dog and so on. But as Roxanne said, as Lion Roxanne said, we've been around for years. And in the 20s, yes, Helen Keller said, be the Knights of the Blind. Yes. But since then, we have evolved, and now we have 8 global causes which we work with, right? And hunger is just one of them. So you have hunger, environment, diabetes, childhood cancer, youth, environment, disaster
preparedness as well. Yes.
So where there's a need, there's a lion.
Yeah. When it comes to distributing the assistance, is it a one-off thing? So if it is that you give, let's say, a family a hamper, is it that they can be given, they are eligible for another hamper sometime right after, or meals again? How does the program work? Right,
so the meals, we know that you can't give somebody one hot meal one week and not again. So the meals we repeat. Some we add new, but some, especially the homeless on the streets, we go out every week. So we've been going out every week or giving it out.
And every day?
Not every day for us, but every day, Love All, Serve All. Yes. Every single day, they feed at least 200 people on the streets, every day. Sometimes they get help. So schools would come in and cook. There's a kitchen there, and schools would go in and cook. I know with BWIA flight attendants, they take a day, they go in. Different groups go in, families go in, and we just take one of those days, right? So the meals we repeat. With the hampers, as it stands, I would love for us to be able to touch. I'm sure that some people will get maybe more than one. But I would like it to spread as far as possible over this period at least.
Yes. But how do members of the community contribute to this cause?
Well,
all right.
You said.
So as we start, our Lions Clubs, members of Lions Clubs, we contribute. So the contribution starts with us first. Right. We've given tin items, peas, whatever the necessary ingredients are. And then we go out by a wider extension into our communities. We have supermarkets, we have Bridens, we have different contributors. We have Angostura, National Flour Mill, Nevdevco, right. So we've had different sponsoring organizations, and, all together we are able to meet the need. We are able to serve, right?
But I don't want Roxanne make you feel that we get everything already.
True.
Right?
Don't do that, Roxanne.
Don't do that.
True,
Because
true.
you know, it's a lot if you
Yeah.
want to feed 5,000. So I want to say special thanks to National Flour Mills.
Flour
Let's put it
Mills,
out there.
yes,
They said, we're giving
yes.
you all the flour. That's my camera. All the flour and all the rice you need for 300 hampers, right?
Right.
So we don't need any more rice and flour.
Okay.
But certainly tin items. You know, the
Yes.
peas and the
Tuna. Yes, and
sausages and all of
sausages,
that.
yes. We still have a need, you know, we still have a need for those items. So not in any way to make us feel as though we don't need anything else.
Yeah.
We always need.
Yeah.
There's always a need.
Yeah.
And where there's a need, there's a lion.
Can I say
Of
that the
course.
Lions will be at Westby's in
Yes.
Diego
Diego
Martin,
Martin.
Friday, the holiday,
Okay.
Thursday and Friday. We'll be there,
Next
and if
Thursday.
persons want to purchase and donate one time, there will be bins there that they can just put it in. Food Hall has agreed that we can put a bin there and people can purchase and leave it there as well. Or you can donate directly to Lions Cultural Center. Just go down there, ask for Victor, put in Victor on the spot, and he'll collect it.
Yeah.
People have been reaching out and saying,
Yes.
I want to help, because members of the public can come and help us pack the hampers, distribute food. We have someone who anonymously said tomorrow, because we're cooking tomorrow again, he said, I'm going to donate 100 meals. I'll just send it down to the center and you all can give it out. I think people want to.
Where's
want
the
to-
center?
It's at, which one, the Lions or where we're cooking?
Where the person is donating these items
Oh,
tomorrow?
Lions Cultural Center by the stadium.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, yes.
Long time they used to say Lions Civic Center.
Yeah.
It's Lions
Cultural
Cultural
Center.
Yeah.
Okay, but ladies, you know, as I listen to you all, this is a mammoth exercise, and it is a continuous exercise.
yes.
It's not like you can give, or it shouldn't be that someone wants to give something now and then 6 months later, nothing. It has to be a continuous exercise for this thing to work,
Yes.
because so many people are in need of assistance.
Absolutely. Which is why I keep saying that love all, serve all. I really admire what they do. So I was president of Seafront last fiscal, and that's where I was introduced through one of our members, Lion Vance Gabriel,
Yes.
to Love All, Serve All, and at the time, Lion Benedict Joseph, because they have done it with their families. As I said, there are people quietly doing this. And I was blown away. I said, this is something we should be doing every month, you know? So we are doing it up until June, and who knows, we may continue.
We may continue.
We may continue.
I hope we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
there you go.
Yes,
But
yes.
what does that depend on?
It depends on the generosity of the public, I think, and of corporate society, corporate organizations, and our organizations and our public are generous.
Yes.
Right? We reached out, as Lion Roxanne said, NFM, NABDEVCO, Market Produce Items. They've given us, Bridens has given us product, Angostura has given us stuff,
yes.
you know. And yeah, I think those are the main ones
Yes.
who have donated so
So
far.
far.
So, and I
Flour
know
mill.
others are going to come. I know you guys are going to call us.
Yeah.
They can call, they can email and say, I just want to give product to this.
So there is still time for people to benefit from this project.
Absolutely. I think what they can do is contact the Lions Club in your charter area, because we cover all of Trinidad and Tobago. There is a Lions Club in your community. You can go on our social media pages and see, you know, just message and say, can you help? And we always do due diligence, so it's not a free-for-all. One of the things that people don't realize is that people can come to Lions for things like wheelchairs,
Right.
free of
Yes.
charge. Right,
Yes.
so they can reach out to us. Best kept secret for a number of years, but we're here to say that we are here to serve.
Yes.
Yeah. But where can people get additional information? Do you all have a social media
yeah,
presence?
all the social
Yes.
media pages, Lions Clubs of Trinidad and Tobago, Lions Clubs, the various clubs have their own pages. District 60A has its page and so on. So, you know, there's a lot of information out there that you can reach out to. If you want to be part of this project, you can call 750-6014 or email zone3achair@gmail.com.
Yeah, but you know, ladies, and I don't mean to get you all in any controversy this morning, but as you all speak, my mind is turning.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just saying to myself, and I'm sure that people out there or viewers are maybe saying too, that still too many people are still falling through the cracks. You know, so the system that we do have in place for the displaced and people who really need assistance, there has to be a relook, a review of that system.
I think
Yes.
that's why organizations such as Lions
Yeah.
are necessary, because no one organization can do it. As you say, it's a system, so you need a systemic and systematic approach to solving these problems. I don't think it can be just the church, the state, or NGOs. I think we have to really come together. Another thing that I think is important is that sense of civil duty and social responsibility, which we learn in schools. So when I went to school, we always had to visit some kind of home, do some sort of charity. It was taught, inculcated from us. Let's face it, we live in a society now where everybody's into money and myself and social media and all of that. We have to come back to that, where each individual believes that they are responsible for their society. And that's where I feel that's where we have lost.
Yeah.
So that's where you have organizations such as Scouts and Lions and all of these organizations to support. It's a systemic and systematic approach.
Roxanne, I want to speak about people who would want to contribute. Because, yes, we're asking for tin foods, but you don't want everyone sending sardines and sausages and things like that. So, you know, I think that the message is that if you are donating, there should be a variety of things that people should be donating.
Now, we have a listing from time to time.
Okay.
We do take we do stock taking. So we have a list, and we know the items that we are most in need of. And with that, I think from time to time our zone chair updates, the page. It's put out there what we are most in need of. I mean, this morning I heard Lisa, zone chair, mentioning that we don't need any more flour. We don't need any more flour. We are good with flour and rice. I think we have enough cooking oil. We do need 10 items, probably toilet paper, probably. What else can we think of?
I would say all the tin foods, to be honest.
More tin foods. So.
But can people donate, let's say, toiletries too?
Yes, toiletries.
Anything you want to donate?
At first we were saying just food items, but I think just this morning someone was saying, well, what about toilet paper and those things? So yes, we will accept it because it's a need.
Yes.
What about a monetary contribution?
Yes. So, but I would want them to email us. So that's why we're putting the email out there. Because we do have a registration, as Roxanne said earlier. When you email us, we send you that registration. You can identify what days you can volunteer and what you want to give. And that's when we can guide you through. So in terms of monetary, if you're not able to do the shopping yourself, we can do it for you. And you can donate cash and we will purchase it. Now, I'm happy that you raised that, because it's important for us to say that all monies raised by Lions, or some organizations have their percentage administration. We don't have that. Everything that you raise from the public must go back to the public. You may ask, so how do you all get along? We have to dig in our pockets. We have to have internal fundraising among the Lions to do our admin. So all monies, and we're very much accountable to the public in that way, whether it's even food items. So if you donate food items, we have to give it back to the public.
Yeah. There's a song, all. That's what they do. Lisa knows this song.
No, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
I think you have that. No, the song, all. But let's speak a little bit about people who would want to volunteer. How do they get involved?
Yes, email, and we will give you. So we've had people from the public they saw it on my page, social media pages, they email. We send them an email giving them all the information, and they come, they cook, or they. But right now, because we have a lot of volunteers for the cooking, and so we have youth groups with us as well. Dime Star, good morning to the young people of the Dime Star Parent and Children's Club. So really, we want to pack those hampers, right, through NAMDEVCO and NFM and so on. We have the meals. We're cooking. We're okay with the cooking. Right. We want to get the hampers filled now so that we can give it out.
Is there a deadline?
Yes. I would say by the 15th of June for the latest, so that we can have it distributed by the end of the month.
Yeah. And that's the operative word there, to volunteer.
Yes.
So don't send Lisa or Roxanne any email and ask for any salary or anything like that. That is not happening, right?
No, not at all.
But ladies, speak to that, volunteerism.
Why it's important.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, I think that we live in a society now, for me, where everything is about what I could get, how many likes I could have, you know, how much money I can have. And as you say, there are people falling through the cracks, you know, so that it's only through volunteerism that we can help to build our country into the way, and not just our country, but the entire world, because I see myself as a citizen of the world. So I've picked up litter in London as a lion, right, on the streets. Yes, that's the thing about lions. Once you're a lion,
Lisa, we have the promenade here.
No, but I was in London at the time. The point I'm making is that once you're a lion of the world.
Okay.
So wherever you go, you just say, hi, I'm a lion. How can I help? And a club will come, meet you, take you to a project. So it happened that they were doing a litter pick that weekend. Right? But I would do litter picks right here. As a matter of fact, we're thinking about, if you're feeding homeless, what about those boxes on the streets, right? We have to figure out. So that's what we're talking through right now. We don't want to contribute to the problem, right? So we are talking now, how can we work with the various teams to see how we can assist with the cleaning up. So there you go. But volunteerism is important because it is part of a mechanism, a vehicle by which we could round out society, give back to society. Even if you don't have, you can be broken, but you can also help. You don't have to be totally whole to help others. Right? And I think it's a fundamental belief. You have to believe in it. You have to want to do it. You can't do it just for show or for your CV or whatever. You have to genuinely want to give. And I think it's important that we inculcate that in our children from young, so that when they get into positions of leadership, they can now take their people with them and build a better society.
And just to piggyback on what Lion Lisa would have mentioned, Zone Chair spoke about not being completely whole and still being able to serve, being able to give back. And when I think about Lionism, that's what our organization encapsulates. Being able to serve. We have a mantra, we serve. And when you think about being able to serve, you are not only giving of your treasure or your money, you give of your skill, you give of your time. The areas in which you are strong in, you give back. And when I think of that, it makes me smile. I am tired sometimes, but we show up on a Saturday and we get the work done. And that for me is rewarding. That's all the salary I need. Yeah, no money could ever make up for that. Yes?
You all hear that?
Yeah, it's true. All right. It's very true.
Yeah?
It's very true, because we don't get paid for this. But listen to me, we dancing, especially.
There's a level of satisfaction, right?
They're cooking and they're dancing, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
But you know, ladies, it's good to see that there's this level of empathy and selflessness. Because I think that we have had an attitude in the past, and I don't know if you had that perception, or you heard of the perception, or you saw a certain type of behavior from people. But we had an attitude years ago, especially when it came to the poor and the displaced and people who are living on the streets and so on. And you would hear, don't feed them people, you know. Don't give them anything, you know. Because what you're really doing is encouraging them.
Yeah, but Marlon,
right?
we don't know people's stories, though.
Of course.
We don't know people's stories. And some of I met someone who was cooking alongside us the last time. He said, the reason I'm doing this is that I was there.
Right.
I was homeless already. Right? So we don't know people's stories. And I don't think it's on us to judge. The best we can do is to help people. You know, so yes, I know what you're talking about. Don't give it. Go and spend your money on drugs, blah, blah, blah. But you don't know who's really hungry.
Of course.
Right? So I think it's important. You know, sometimes you say, I'm not giving you money, but I'll buy something for you. And they say, I don't want anything. You know, we know those things, right? So you tell yourself, that one is serious. But there are people who you say, I ain't giving you money, but I will buy something for you. And Marlon, they will walk with you and you know what pains me sometimes? They walk with you to that fast food place, and they stand outside. I say, come in now. They say, no. Them will treat me bad. I ain't going in there. You know?
I
say,
know.
Come in. You're with me. Come. What you want? And we have to be like that. We have to be like that. We have to do each other like this and take each other forward, you know?
Roxanne,
definitely.
we just have about a minute again.
Yes. So within this minute, I want to encourage the entire of Trinidad and Tobago. Now register, and on a Saturday, tomorrow morning, we are at the Kitchen Love Hall Serve Hall. Show up. a hand is always needed.
Walk with a tin.
Walk with a tin.
Or a few.
Walk with a tin.
A few
A few. Yes, a few tins.
We want those
Bring
hampers.
something. We want to fill up the hampers. We want to be able to give and see the joy on the families' faces when we give to them, Marlon. So Trinidad and Tobago, you're encouraged. If you can give a tin or two, please, we're asking of you. That's it in a nutshell, Marlon.
Yeah. Lisa?
Well, I just want to thank that person who just called. I
Right.
saw it calling. I saw the number on the screen. I will call you back.
Yeah.
But you know, Trinidad and Tobago, this is our opportunity, one of the many opportunities, because there's so many people out there doing good work. Join us, call, email, and we'll get back to you. I'm calling on the corporations. Send us an email and we'll come pick up those boxes. But more than that, let's continue to be our neighbors' keeper, our brothers and sisters' keeper. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Marlon.
Lisa, it's always good to see and speak with you.
Always.
Roxanne, good to have you here this
Yes,
morning. And
my
ladies, thank you
pleasure.
for the good work
Yes.
that you all are doing and that the organization continues to do. Because
Yes.
judging from what you have told us this morning, a lot more still needs to be done.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Ladies, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much, Marlon.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Marlon.
All right.
Thank you.
We are going to a very short break, everybody. We do have this image for you. It's from Laurel Charles. We're coming back.